Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Monday, it's the start of a new week, so we're going right to the top of that Steam chart to have a look at the best performing map of the moment. And it's this one. Now, it's by a creator we have never reviewed before, but let me just double check that before we go any further. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15, 17, 19. Oh, okay, right. My mistake. It's by a creator we have reviewed 22 times in the past. You probably already guessed who it is. Now, a quick apology. We're currently looking at the map with the wrong LUT. This will be corrected for the actual review itself. But Relight Average is incorrect. And if you'd like to accept my apology, the best way of doing that is by finding and pressing the Accept Apology button, if you don't mind. That's right, hitting the Accept Apology button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people, and helps me get to that 10k countdown just a little bit faster. Thanks for your support. Today's map is Newbie Harbour Vanilla Map by MrMiyagi. Yes, Mr. Miyagi is back. It's almost like he never left, isn't it? It's almost like there's a new map every single week from Mr. Miyagi. There's your start square, lots of intersections. Are there too many intersections? Let me know in the comments if you think that there are. There is your terrain height map, and it's very flat, which is perfect for the newbie player. It's all there in the name, you know. What do we need in terms of resources? Well, a splodge of resource in every single tile would be optimal, and I think we're pretty close to that in today's map as well. Off to the workshop. Well, it's a vanilla map, so try to keep up, guys. You need nothing from the workshop for this one. A little nod to the intersection creators, Arizandi, Augustin Navy, and Capustor 666, as well as themselves. We'll be using the vanilla temperate theme, the realistic 1.2 LUT, and look at that, over 1,000 subscribers already. Let's just hope there is nothing game breaking about this map, because that would be hugely embarrassing. Hugely embarrassing. Now, we're going to be expecting 1 or 2 minor detailing problems, because that's going to happen. Almost any map there will be a minor detailing problem somewhere. And this map, it does have a feel of a map that was built fairly quickly. You know, there's planning involved in this one. It's not a bad map. It's been built quickly, but it's not a bad map at all. And if you're a new player and you want to take on a map that's going to be, well, comfortable for you to play, this is a good choice. This is a very good choice for that. Now, first intersection here, let's have a look at this. It's a plopped one. I think it's plopped. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is Mr. Miyagi's own work. It's very sleek though, isn't it? When I say sleek, I mean the highway's just a little bit low. Let's just check to make sure it's donut proof. And the answer to that is yes, it's donut proof, but we do have a clipping street lamp. Now, I think this is the only one on the entire map. If you do see any other clipping street lamps, do let me know in the comments, and I'll give you a little bow, of course, for your hawk eyes and such. We've also got these little shoulders heading off the highways onto the intersections. It could be straightened out that. Again, that's done using Move It. I'm not going to do it on this particular one. I was going to, I changed my mind last minute. That's why my cursor suddenly disappeared. Because there are a multitude of those shoulders on this particular map. We'll fix one a little bit later on. We don't want to be doing everything all at once because, well, then the show would be over in about 3 minutes and we'd be bored. What would you do with the rest of the day, huh? Okay, heading up here to the next intersection. This next intersection is absolutely on point. I can't see any pillars in the road. I can't see any street lamp issues. Everything's very slick with this one. I think it's just very well built, very well plopped, positioned intersection. And that will head us down towards, we've got some shoulders here as well, but not too bad. One of them was actually okay. So anyway, we're now heading down towards the start square. You'll notice there's no traffic down here. That's because of Mr. Miyagi's in-game planning, which keeps all the traffic away from the start square, which is a very clever thing indeed. We'll check that out in the second half of the show. What we won't check out in the second half of the show, I've forgotten to include footage of the position for the hydro dam. It's the usual thing, up in the hills, you'll see a couple of walls, one on either side of a river. Just draw out your hydro dam from one wall to the other, and that's a perfect location for your hydro dam. But we won't get to see that because Bozo over here forgot to do it. Now anyway, we've got the start square, we've got an intersection there with the crossover. We've got an intersection here with no crossover. And then we've got an intersection at the end with the crossover as well. So because there's no crossover on the middle intersection, you're going to need to connect that one up with these two, or one of these two, so traffic can get across from one side to the other. So yeah, just there's no crossover there. Do you get that? I think you get that. Right, now coming up, we have got an absolutely splendid asset. And when I say absolutely splendid asset, I mean absolutely blinking splendid asset. Vittoriano, Altare della Patria by Zarrix. Zarrix, take a bow. Take a blinking bow. Oh, freaking heck. Okay, count the steps. No, I'm just kidding. Don't bother counting the steps. But I will do you a factoid, because factoids. Right, what's today? It's the 4th of November, yeah. On this day in 1963, those of you old enough, the Beatles played at the Royal Variety Performance in front of the Queen Mother and assorted dignitaries. Introducing a song, John Lennon, famous for his cynical wit, quipped, "Those in the cheaper seats clap. The rest of you, rattle your jewellery." Ah, John Lennon. Oh, so popular. Anyway, let's see if we can just squeeze down here just to show you that behind the pillars. Sorry, bouncing through pillars. Not really meant to fly through assets, but I felt it had to be done. Is this not the most glorious asset you've seen in a long while? Not only is there steps going up, but it's kind of stepped up as well in different layers. It's an amazing piece of work, Zarrix. An amazing piece of work. Vittoriano, Altare della Patria by Zarrix. Today's asset of the day. Wow, aren't you glad you started watching for that, hey? Now the next intersection, I can't find anything really wrong with this one either. It's pretty slick. It is pretty slick. There are a few minor tweaks that you could do. Just a few minor tweaks. Like down here we have got shoulders going on here. Now it's so easy fit. You can even see the pillar underneath because of that, can't you? Let's just grab that, tweak that out there, tweak that out there till it pops. Boom. Of course, a little bit of a jinky janky behind, so let's fix that as well. I think we're done. I think we're there. And that is automatically better. Automatically better. So there you go. Little things like that. Is this mass transit? 2-lane road? 2-lane road? I am not sure about that, guys and gals. I think that's mass transit. I think that might be an oversight from MrMiyagi. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That is going to have to go into the comments at the end. This little bit of elevated section here is, well, basically, that could be down at ground level. Let me just do that. I can see how the terrain glitching here is why he's gone elevated. But I think that could just be pushed back a little bit. So it's not quite so close to the highway. Just a little bit back from there. And I think that would work a little bit better. But, oh, and they've got a bit of terrain glitching going on there. It is minor stuff. Minor stuff. So, yes, and in terms of heights, no pillars in the roads. Everything about this. It's just a really nice intersection. And there's a lot to like about it. We've even got a build location down the end of it. Oh, we've got a bit of jinky janky here as well. There you go. Bend and then straightens up again. So, just a few little minor tweaks that could be done for minor improvements. But again, as a newbie map, new players are not gonna care about those. They'll look at this bridge and go, wow, how did you do this? Because that is what we call a perfect bridge. That's what we put, a perfect bridge on this channel. And yes, I'm all for those. Next intersection. Now this one just feels a little bit awkward, but I think we're coming down off of a hill, hence the elevated sections on the right. I don't know how I would want to fix these, or whether that is just what you're going to get, but it just feels a bit orcs, you know? Maybe if we were to draw that out from a little bit further back, say from about here, and then just take a slightly smoother route down. I don't know. It just feels a little bit orcs. Now, anyway, this is one of the highways that goes around the outside. Now, I'm surprised that there's no traffic on this road, because this is a connector road that goes from, there's the quickest route from point A to point B from the edge of maps. And there's no traffic, which I found very curious. And you're going to see a reason for that in a minute, but I'll only explain one of the two lanes. So we head up here, heading up here, perfectly lovely highway. It's a beautiful highway, lovely highway. And somewhere up here, it's further up here than I thought. There it is. There it is. There you go. I think that was built with anarchy, and it hasn't connected properly because of anarchy. I think that's what the problem is. That's easily fixed. Just bulldoze a section and basically just redraw it out again. I'm not going to do it myself now, but basically, yeah, that is connected up. I think it's just an issue with anarchy or something. Anyway, that is easily fixed. It just needs fixing. What's wrong with the other highway? I don't know. Why we've got no traffic through on the right-hand highway, I have not got a clue. Because that has got to be quickest route from the two outer points on those sides of the map. So I don't know. The rail, nice rail tunnel. Look, slick rail tunnel. Makes all the sense in the world, that rail tunnel. And if we head along this way, you'll see that we've got no encroaching trees. Got no trees on the line. We have got a missing catenary here. Now, if you're wanting to try and avoid missing catenaries like this weekend's tutorial, already recorded, going out on Friday, will show you how to avoid having that issue. And also, it'll help also avoid having catenaries on the line when they straddle two lines. And I wonder if we could find something like that on this map. I can show you that. But yeah, that'll be a tutorial which will just help you avoid those missing catenaries. It's a simple trick, very, very simple trick, and you'll kick yourself. I kicked myself, and it was only one of those great creators out there. I do believe it was Wellington6012 who brought it to my attention. If it wasn't Wellington6012, I apologise to the creator who has brought it to my attention of how to fix that one. But yes, it is easily fixed. Right, down to the start square here, and the rail dead ends, so we've got no through rail, which is kind of nice, I guess. And then over here, right by everybody's favourite factory, right by that, we've got two lines. Now, that I'm guessing would be ideal for passenger on one line and freight on the other, just so long as they don't connect up with each other. Underneath the bridge, and head off towards the edge of the map. Now, hang on. Now, we've got a connection here, so it's not suitable for one for freight, one for passenger, because they do connect. But you'll notice here the catenaries, they are stood in the middle of the lines there. So, again, if you want to try and avoid that, watching Friday's tutorial about catenaries will help you avoid that. And again, it's just a really simple trick on how to do it. And again, we've got the same going on here, catenaries in the middle of the lines. The lines separate off here. One goes off one way, one goes off the other. That'll explain why we've got two lines now. And again, we've got the bend here. And look, this is perfect. This is perfect. They are sat in the middle there quite nicely. And we head off towards the edge of the map now. Everything's good. Everything's done. Everything's lovely. What are we going to do in the second half of the show? Well, we're going to find other things to look at. Because, well, it'd be a rubbish show if we didn't just carry on going, wouldn't it?
Fed up with vanilla or ploppable parking lots in your city? Wondering what Bonnie Day's Parking Lots Roads is all about? Then you need BonBonB's Parking Lots tutorial. Click the information button below.
And back to Newbie map, vanilla map, Newbie Harbour, sorry, vanilla map by MrMiyagi. We have 3 shipping routes. No, we have 4 shipping routes. I take that back. And they're all coming from the edge of the map. They don't connect up with each other, so you won't see any ships until you pop down a dock somewhere. Third one comes over here, and dead ends are right there. And then the fourth one is going to go up the river underneath the bridge. And it's going to go up to where it starts narrowing. Now, is that bridge high enough? Yeah, that bridge is high enough. And then that just heads up here to there. Makes all the sense in the world again. I'm quite happy with that. Water flow, the main river, the river. This isn't the one where you'd be putting the hydro dam. There is a side river coming on the right hand side now, but we've got main water flow coming through the start square here. If you want the hydro dam, then up that side river there is where you'll find the perfect location for that. And then it just pushes all the way out into the sea, assuming it's a sea. Very happy with that. Good water flow. The map as a whole, it's just got a real vanilla vibe. The overall aesthetic is okay, actually. It's not an ugly thing. Let me just show you the this traffic route. So you've got one comes in from here, one comes in from there, one comes in from the bottom, and so the traffic is supposed to go all the way around the outside, and then nothing going through the middle, which is where your start square is. And you don't want to have lots of traffic going through your start square. So that's good planning from MrMiyagi. Just wondering where the traffic is on that left-hand side. The hills, when you're getting close to the hills, sorry, I'm skipping along very quickly. The hills are, well, at close up, nothing much to look at. It is a vanilla theme, they're not going to look good, but from a distance, they're absolutely fine for backdrop. So I don't have any huge issues at all. Got one here that looks like it was once a volcano, bit of a caldera going on with that one. But there's some sort of erosion or something going on there. And yeah, I've got to say, actually, you can see a bit of pixelization on the sides of the hills there as well, where digitization, the trees, good mix of trees. But yeah, digitization on the hills indicates they may have come from a terrain party map or something. We've got a few rock, stones, fallen trees and stuff. Those are the ones which, if you're using prop snapping, will be floating in the air. This isn't a map designed for the detailers, though, so I think, yeah, you're probably not using prop snapping, but if you are, you might have a few problems with floating props going on there. The trees themselves, they're a bit blotchy in patches. There's no fade really going on, but I'm okay with that. But I do like the fact that there's no trees underneath the highways. Let me just show you there. That's how you do it, guys. That is how you do it. Let me do it there as well. No trees under the highway. How about up there? That's all good as well. Let's choose somewhere different. How about here? Yeah, looks like there could have been trees under there, but there's not. So basically, yeah, that's good work. MrMiyagi clearly clearing the trees from under the highways before popping the highways down. Because trees under the highways are still counted in the tree count, of course. And we've got essential lighthouses. Here's the first one. That one's nice. Uninspiring, but nice. This one, however, I just wouldn't even have worried about this one, to be honest with you. I mean, I get why it's here, but it doesn't add anything at all for me, apart from it's red. Look at the beach. The beach is nice. It's vanilla themed, so the texture is just going to be glitchy. Look at this. You can just see the straight lines of the glitching, the repeated pattern going on there. It's not pretty. It's not pretty, but that's what you got on the, like, the seas reaching the edge of the beach there. I'd like to see the beach push back just a little bit from that point. Minor things. Minor things. This is probably where the harbour's meant to be, given that we've got 5 jetties going on down here. Let's have a look at these jetties in close up. Oh, we've got some houses as well. Some burnt out shacks. Lovely. There's your first 2. Look at how high those are off the ground. They could be pushed down into the ground. Let me grab that one and grab that one as well. And then if we skip all the way over to the other 3, and oh, they're all floating up as well. They could all be dropped down as well. Let's choose all of them. Let's choose all of them. Bump, bump, bump. That's better. Right, and we'll just lower them down like that. Push them into the ground. And automatically, that is a trillion times better. These are the difference between 4 and 5 stars for detailing, guys. Just pointing these little things out. But anyway, yes, I don't think we're heading for a 5-star map for detailing anyway, so I don't think MrMiyagi's lost anything there. Well, anyway, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. What do I think? I think it might sneak in at the lower end. Of course, it just depends what comes out this month. Right at the start of the month, there could be nothing this month. This could be the best map that we're going to get to see. Aesthetically, it's okay, isn't it? It's okay, considering it's vanilla. It's not an ugly map. I mean, the hills aren't great close up, but it's fine. It's 3 stars. It's fine. Detailing. I'd like to give this 4 stars for detail. I'd love to give 4 stars for detail. I can't. It's a low 3, I'm afraid. There's a lot of minor detailing issues. Nothing game breaking. I don't think it's bad enough to drop to 2 stars, but I'm going 3 stars for detail. Gameplay. Now again, I'd love to give this 4 or even pushing for a 5 stars, but we've got those few little issues that you probably want to fix, and also a broken highway. A broken highway, no less. It still works as a map, and it's still very playable as a map, but I can't go higher than 3 stars for gameplay either. Newbie Harbour vanilla map by MrMiyagi. Just get the feeling this was built very quickly, and there's no crime in that. There's no crime in that. But yeah, it was just it's a map that is almost there, almost there. Now, speaking about almost there, all these people up in the top right hand corner are there already. Yes, they're over on Patreon. They've signed up. They're supporting me for $1 a month or maybe a little bit more. Thank you very much to all of you guys for supporting me for 1 more month, you lovely people. There's an old map on the screen now if you want to have a little vote on that one. And Flowscape tonight, catch it. It'll be the last one on this channel. More news to follow, but you'll have to watch Flowscape to find out.